Jupiter's tour through Taurus, 2024 to 2025. In this video, we'll be following Jupiter as it travels through the constellation Taurus. Jupiter takes about 12 years to orbit the Sun, so therefore it spends about 1 year in each constellation of the zodiac before moving into the next. It is Taurus's turn in 2024-2025. Unlike most videos where you'll focus on all the stars for 1 week or the following month, we'll focus on one planet through its tour, through its apparition, its whole time. Jupiter entered Taurus during its last apparition, just as an even star just before it sunk into the glow of the Sun. So let us begin. A very close Jupiter-Venus conjunction, but at 3 degrees elongation, it's lost in the glare of the Sun. Jupiter won't meet Venus again during this apparition, and will not meet Venus again until the morning of August 2025, where it will be in Gemini. Okay, our first trip off Earth is to Saturn, the Saturnian system, where Jupiter will reach its greatest western brilliancy. Jupiter is like Venus is from Earth, in that it has this nice little sweet spot for its brilliancy between distance and phase. Jupiter's magnitude this time is only 0.36, which as Venus from Earth is about 65 times brighter than Jupiter is from Saturn. That of course goes to its much greater distance. Perseid meteor shower. This is probably a time when many of you first saw Jupiter, this apparition around. Jupiter is nice and far away from the Sun now at 60 degrees, and if you stayed up late to see the meteor shower, you would see a nice treat of Jupiter and Mars close together. While Jupiter is in Taurus, the constellation Perseus is the one just right above Taurus and right above Jupiter. So that's where meteors were radiating from. They weren't radiating this much, too bad, but that's just the way meteor showers are. Quadrature, a term you probably never heard of. Basically, quadrature is when the two planets are 90 degrees from each other as seen from the Sun. And quadrature adjacent, as Jupiter is right now, means Jupiter is now on the same side of the Sun as Earth. Okay, to the planet Mercury, where Jupiter reaches opposition. At a magnitude negative 2.11, that's about 52% the brightness of Jupiter's opposition on Earth. But Mercury doesn't have an atmosphere, so it's probably just as spectacular. Quadrature. A little different from co-quadrature in that from Earth, the Sun and the outer planet are at right angles. This diagram might be a little confusing because the outer planet really doesn't move that much. It's Earth that's moving, not the outer planet. So it's kind of Earth-centric, this one. But you can get the feel of what quadrature and co-quadrature are. When the outer planet's at quadrature, it's about 90 degrees from the Sun, which means that it should rise about midnight. Okay, we head off now to Callisto. When an outer planet is at quadrature from an inner planet, from the outer planet, the inner planet is at greatest elongation. Here we have Earth at greatest elongation from the Jupiter system. It's only a meager 11.53 degrees, but Callisto has no atmosphere, so it's probably highly visible, very low on the horizon. And Callisto takes 16 days to go around Jupiter, so it'll be up for a little bit, easily viewable for any inhabitants. The reason I chose Callisto is because Callisto is the outermost of the 4 Galilean satellites. It's also the only one of those 4 Galilean satellites that's outside Jupiter's radiation band. So if humans ever do set up a colony in the Jupiter system, they'll set it up on Callisto. Okay, here's a nice interesting event. This is all 4 Galilean satellites are at extreme elongations at the same time. Let's take a look. Each one of the 4 satellites is as far away from Jupiter as almost possible. This is an excellent event to view in binoculars or a telescope. Unfortunately, I see that November 5th, so that means when this video comes out, you probably missed it, unfortunately. But there is one more coming, one more similar event coming very shortly. And right back to all 4 Galilean satellites at their extreme elongations again. This is a rare event. It only occurs every couple years, but they do often come in pairs. Lucky for those who missed the one on the 5th, we got another pair here. It should be noted that this one is occurring about 6 o'clock, just as Jupiter rises on the east coast of America. So probably good to view this in Europe or North Africa, maybe the eastern North America, definitely South America, and even Western America is okay. Just Iowa, you might lose Iowa a little bit. Again, this is the last time this will occur until April 2027. So hopefully you don't have any clouds this night. Okay, Jupiter reaches its closest approach to Earth. Jupiter, because it's also heading away from perihelion and heading further from the Sun, so it reaches its closest point to Earth a little bit before its opposition. And what we've all been waiting for, opposition. This is Jupiter is now on the opposite side of the Sun to Earth, rises at sunset pretty much, and sets at sunrise, out all night. Now Jupiter will shift from being a morning star to an evening star. Jupiter's opposition from Venus. Due to Venus's thick atmosphere, you probably can't see it, but if you could, it'd be about 60% as bright as seen as on Earth. Back on Earth. Now we go to Neptune. Jupiter reaches its greatest elongation from Neptune at a meager 9.8 degrees. That's almost 30 AU away from Neptune. Only a magnitude 2.59, so it's a average looking star. Earth's down below. Earth doesn't even get a degree away from the Sun from this far out. Okay. As we approach quadrature, Earth once again from the Jupiter system is at its greatest elongation from the Sun. Not much changed, except now Earth is a nice morning star. Its elongation is 11.21, magnitude 1.35. But this time around, Earth has some company in the sky. Just below it is Venus. It'll reach its greatest elongation in a couple days. Venus mostly gets around 8 degrees from the Sun. That's about as far as it gets from Jupiter. It's bright though, brighter than Earth, at 0.2 magnitude. So, good. And also up here, Mars is up in the sky too. But Mars is very faint. Only a 5 magnitude, barely visible object in the sky. It'll reach its greatest elongation in about another month or two. The farthest Mars gets from the Sun is only about 19 degrees in the Jupiter system. So Mars is not an exciting object. Okay, we're back at quadrature. This time on the other side. Now Jupiter is now going to be on the opposite side of the Sun from the Earth. Also Jupiter, being that we're in March, getting into springtime, and Jupiter's in a winter constellation, Jupiter will be getting lower and lower and setting earlier and earlier. Okay, we end up back at Superior Conjunction. And that will be the end of this video. Please subscribe or come back, hopefully before June, and we'll do Jupiter through Gemini. Actually, coming up next will be Mars and Venus this year. And this is my first video, so hopefully I wasn't too unpolished, but we'll get a little better at practice, hopefully. Take care.